The House will come to order. The Pledge of Allegiance this morning will be led by Noah Feinberg and Emmett Gerhart, Rick's Center for Gifted Children, Denver, Colorado, and my granddaughter also goes to this school. Rick's Center for Gifted Children, Denver, and they are guests of Representative McCluskey.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt, Baisley, Beckman, Benavidez, Byrd, Bockenfeld, Buck, Buckner, Puenteo, Caravale, Carver, Catlin, Coleman, Cutter, Duran, Escar, Exum, Froelich, Galindo, Garnett, Geithner, Gonzalez Gutierrez, Gray, Hanson, Herod, Hooten, Humphrey, Jackson, Marquez Lewis, Kennedy, Kip, Kraft-Arp, Landgraf, Larson, Lewis, Liston, Montine, McCluskey, McKean, Representative McKean, McLaughlin, Belton, Michelson Janae, Mollica, Neville, Pelton, Pelton, Ransom, Rich, Roberts, Sane, Sandridge, Singer, Sirota, Snyder, Soper, Sullivan, Tipper, Titone, Valdez A, Valdez D, Van Winkle, Weissman, Will, Williams, Wilson. Madam Speaker.
With 65, oh my gosh, 65 present. That never happens. You guys are just so excited for the work ahead. You don't want to miss any of it. We have a quorum. Representative Jaquez Lewis.
Buenos dias. Good morning, Madam Speaker. It is a magnificent honor to serve with you this morning.
It is an honor to serve with you, Representative.
I move that the reading of the Journal of Tuesday, March 19th, 2019 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor?
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Oh, you are a lone voice today, Minority Leader Neville. Many other days as well, but it's just kidding. Just kidding. The motion passes. Announcements and introductions, Representative Michelson Janae and Representative Singer.
Good morning, members. We have something very interesting to share with you, and I have some props. Today, around the world, Jews around the world are fasting. I'm not a faster. Are you a faster?
Not on this time.
I can't fast when I'm working. But Jews around the world are fasting in memory of Queen Esther. I told you a little bit about Queen Esther, but today was the day that Queen Esther fasted so she could get guidance on how to save the Jewish people. And she saved the Jewish people. And tonight, where's Representative Buckner? Close your ears, Representative Buckner. Close your ears, Representative Buckner. We will spin the grogger anytime we hear Haman's name, because Haman was who was trying to get out to kill us, and we will eat Haman's hat. We make cookies in the shape of Haman's hat, so if anybody wants to eat Haman's hat, it will be on my desk. Anything you want to add about Purim?
If you come after us, we're going to party.
We're going to party like it's 1999. So happy Purim, everyone.
Minority Leader Neville.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, please give a warm welcome to former Representative Clarice Navarro, who's joining us in the chamber today for Ag Day.
Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It is an honor to serve with you.
And it's an honor to serve with you, Representative.
Members, today's a special day. We're having House District 4 Day, which is the district I represent. And we have some lovely members from House District 4. And so I just ask that we recognize them on the floor today. Give them a warm welcome.
Thank you for joining us, House District 4. Representative Donald Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and it's an honor to serve with you on this wonderful Ag Day here at the Capitol.
Oh, an honor to serve with you as well. Is today Ag Day?
Today is Ag Day. Absolutely.
Yay.
And with us from the San Luis Valley, we have some potatoes. Members, if you have not received your potatoes, in the break room, there's a bag of potatoes for you. Please pick one up and use them. Also, and thank Colorado Potato Association for the potatoes. Thank you.
Representative Buenteo.
It's an honor to serve with you, Madam Speaker. Thank
You as well, Representative.
I am just so excited. Many of you guys already know I have one kid myself, and I have lots of godchildren. But last night, I became a tia for the first time.
Aww.
This is my niece. Her name is Lily Ann Porter, and I'm just so excited to go home and see her as soon as I can. Thank you so much, and go Lily.
Congratulations, Representative. Representative Buckner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have a special guest here today. Her name is Mary Beth Cross. She's my neighbor, and she is working on her master's at Regis University in healthcare policy. So she's here today to learn the process of what we do as legislators, and she's also going to be going to Health Committee with me today. So Mary Beth, thank you for being here today.
Representative Roberts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We have a tribute.
Members, please be quiet. We have a tribute.
Yes. And we ask that Mr. Randall read the tribute at length, please.
The House of Representatives convened in the 72nd General Assembly hereby recognizes March 20th, 2019 as Colorado Agriculture Day. Americans enjoy the safest, most abundant, and most affordable food supply in the world, thanks largely to the efficiency and productivity of America's farm and ranch families. Agriculture's value chain ranks among the most important economic sectors in Colorado, supporting more than 170,000 jobs and generating an estimated $50 billion of economic activity annually. Exports of Colorado food and agriculture products have more than tripled in the past 20 years and totaled $2 billion in 2018. Colorado's farmers and ranchers are innovative entrepreneurs and business leaders who remain resilient in their dedication to the continued prosperity of our state's agriculture. The members of the Colorado General Assembly proudly recognize and designate Colorado Agriculture Day on March 20th, 2019, in celebration of the many men and women who strengthen the nation's agriculture industry, promote a safe, high-quality, and sustainable food supply, and protect consumers, the environment, and natural resources. On request of Representatives Dylan Roberts and Mark Catlin, given this 20th day of March, 2019, State Capitol in Denver.
Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
You as well, Representative Catlin.
Thank you. Today's a special day, folks. We don't often think about how well we eat, what the quality of what we eat is, and about the people that help produce the food that you and I thrive on. Look at me. You know, it's the only investment I've ever made that really paid off was buying groceries. But today is a very special day. It gives us an opportunity as a state to look back at the industry that Colorado has. The state of Colorado is an incredible producer of agricultural products. We have world-famous products that we produce. Colorado lamb, Palisade peaches, San Luis Valley potatoes. We're blessed. You know, and today is an opportunity for us to take a look back at the people that can nurture a living up out of the ground and coax it to become a crop that they can live on and that you and I can live on. You know, I'm very proud of the people that are in agriculture. They do things out there that they're very stoic about it. You ask them, how are you getting along? Well, I'm doing good. Best year they ever had. Better than I figured I'd ever have. Worst year they ever had. Not quite as good as what I'd hoped for. Those are the kind of people that I'm proud of. I'm proud to be one. I'm proud to be raised by one. Today, help me celebrate agriculture in the state of Colorado and go by, and if you know a farmer, give him a hug. Thank you.
Representative Roberts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and members, you can be seated. I don't have a lot to add from my friend from Montrose, other than to thank everybody who's here at the Capitol today. Today's about celebrating our agriculture producers and a huge population in this state that represents so much of what's good about Colorado and a lot of our economic value. So this is my second year in the legislature, and after last year, I've been looking forward to this Ag Day more than any other day. I think it is the best day at the Capitol, so after we're done here, go enjoy some incredible food from Colorado down on the first floor. The governor will be speaking at 10:30, and look forward to celebrating Ag Day with everybody who's come all the way to Denver to help celebrate. So thank you.
Representative Lewis.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and good morning. Yes, today's a wonderful day, Ag Day. Today's the day we recognize those people that produce our food. And as a beef producer, I can tell you that it's calving season out in the prairies and in the canyon lands and across the fields of Colorado. And it is a special time. See those babies come. Try to save every one that we try to save. I lost two a couple days ago, one from coyotes. That's a whole other topic, we know. But one just because of pulling the calf, and it was too big for the mama. But that's what happens. We take care of those mamas. We're proud to do that. And beef is the #1 commodity in agriculture across the United States and in Colorado. So yes, as Representative Catlin said, give everybody a hug. It has anything to do with agriculture, and I'm hugging you back. Thank you. God bless.
Anyone else? Thank you, members. Oh. Representative Buck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I honestly, in my 7 years down here, there is nothing more exciting than Colorado Ag Producer Day. And I absolutely agree, though. Every morsel that you put in your mouth please, please show that appreciation because every morsel is coming from an ag producer. And give them a big hug. Also keep the state of Nebraska in your prayers. They're going through a massive flooding. I don't see enough press on that, but think about all the livestock agriculture that's going on in Nebraska right now. Keep them in your prayers, but again, go down and enjoy the wonderful food that you're going to partake in today. Bar none, best day. Thank you.
Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Kudos to all the producers, absolutely, but Colorado State University has had a little hand in that too. I just want to recognize all the people affiliated with ag who are agriculturalists, agronomists, scientists, business people, supply chain experts, restaurants, cooks, chefs, consumers. It's an entire ecosystem built around agriculture. Thanks to the producers and thanks to everybody else that makes ag happen in Colorado.
Representative Sane.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to those of you that are helping with that day today. How many people are helping serve today? All right, so everybody who's raising their hand, they're going to be serving you some wonderful food today. So again, Colorado Agriculture Day is one of the best days of the capital for many reasons, but it is harder to be a farmer nowadays. Weld County is one of the top 10 producers in the nation of agricultural products. And our farmers have come to the Capitol to testify that oil and gas does help with that production and keeping their farms intact. So just remember that today as well. Thank you.
Representative Soper.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also wanted to speak to Ag Day. I'm really glad that you brought this forward. And I come from part of Colorado where we have Olathe sweet corn, Palisade peaches, wine grapes. So I'd just like to say that if what you sample today, come over and visit us during the interim. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Representative Buenteo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have the distinct honor of serving Pueblo, Fremont, and Otero counties, with Otero County being the 9th largest ag producer in the entire state. So I would be remiss if I didn't tell you guys to, at some point, I promise you won't miss, or you're going to miss out, make sure one of those morsels that you eat is Pueblo chili and Rocky Ford melons. Thank you.
Representative Buck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have to be honest with you, I would not be serving probably on ag if it weren't for my wonderful, wonderful father who was a commercial cattle feeder in Greeley, Colorado. And I know they're watching. I want to thank my father and mother and my brother also who was in agriculture as well. So, good morning.
Representative Will.
Thank you. I just want to give a shout out for the counties I represent over there in the West Slope and for Ag Day. And as you're driving across this great state of Colorado, you see all those green fields and those open spaces, you can thank the ag producers. We need to keep them in business, especially for our open space and obviously what the water does for our arid West. Thank you.
Representative Pelton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Agriculture is very big in my district. I have 5 of the top 7 counties for ag sales in the state. So I'm born and raised on the farm, still live there, and it's great life, great people.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I have to just say to all our farmers and ranchers, thank you for all the hard work that you put into a daily's work. Thank you to our urban farmers and farmers around the world. And if you take some of those potatoes with you, don't forget add some chili to make a little spice it up. Thank you very much.
Would that be a hatch chili or? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant a Pueblo chili.
That would be a Pueblo green chili, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, everyone. Representative Herod.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
It's an honor to serve with you.
I am presenting tribute members. I ask that it be read and the image be displayed. Mr. Randall.
The House of Representatives convened in the 72nd General Assembly hereby extends sincere condolences and expressions of sympathy to the McBride family on the passing of John Howard McBride. A Denver native and Annunciation Catholic School graduate, John McBride was a strong believer in political reform and strengthening public education, spending many years advocating for education policy. As a thought leader in Denver's House District 8, he brought the community together with his home-cooked spaghetti and hot dogs. He was an avid reader of history, ranging from the Knights of the Templar, World War II, Black history, and military aircraft, and he was a die-hard Denver Broncos fan. He was named House District 8's Person of the Year, in addition to being awarded numerous accolades and recognition for his work on community causes, including helping Denver's youth. The members of the Colorado House of Representatives express heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of John Howard McBride on their tremendous loss and express gratitude for his many years of service to his community and to the state of Colorado. On request of Representative Leslie Herod, given this 20th day of March 2019, State Capitol in Denver.
Thank you. Members, please be seated. I wanted to give a brief tribute to my dear friend, John McBride. As was mentioned in the tribute, John was really active in House District 8 and the community. He supported numerous candidates and incumbents, dating all the way back to when Denver elected our first African-American mayor. But what I remember about John the most is definitely the hot dogs, because as members know, hot dogs are one of my favorite things. But he used those to kind of help bring the community together. And John brought me in when I was very young into House District 8. I was new to the district, new to my house, new to Denver. And he showed me around the neighborhoods. He would drive me around to each neighborhood waving at all of the folks because everyone knew him and introduced me to them. He wanted me to understand the heart of the district, the heart of the community, and why it was so important that we had folks who advocated for us and who knew the community. And I respect and love John so much for that. But, you know, campaigns were truly a family affair for John. He brought all of his family and friends to every single campaign event and ensured that they understood what a privilege it was to be able to participate in this democracy as a Black person. He also served in the armed forces. And his daughter, now Marissa, has a career in political fundraising and voting rights. And his son, Jason, who is here, is actively involved in working with youth and education. You know, John lost his battle with Parkinson's disease. And for any of you all who have lost someone to Parkinson's, you know how devastating it is. And sometimes when we're wrapped up in our political lives, we forget about some of the folks if they're not there as much, right? If they're not around as much. And I remember calling John one day when I was in the middle of my campaign saying, John, I need your help with this one person. He's not supporting me. Can you believe it? And I need you to call him and get him on board. And that's when I realized how sick he was. His voice would quiver. He couldn't really speak. And he still wanted to help. And I went by his house and sat at the table with him to make phone calls. And it was really, I think, frustrating for him because he wanted to help so much and he wasn't sure if people understood what he was saying. But I gotta tell you, when he picked up the phone and talked to someone, they understood. They knew where his heart was. They knew that he was still fighting and that he would continue to fight until he took his last breath to ensure that we had a democracy that represented all of us. And I could not thank John McBride enough for what he's given to me, but most importantly, to the district, House District 8, and to the community of Denver. If any of you guys know someone who is going through this battle, it's a really, really tough one. It's tough on the person, it's tough on the family and the friends who are there. And so while this tribute goes out to John McBride, it especially goes out to his family members who are here, please stand, and his friends who have been by his side the entire time, the stalwarts of House District 8 and so many others, please stand. This is for John, it's also for you. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for all that you continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Herod. I see we have a special guest that just walked in the door, Congressman Jason Crow. Hello, Congressman. Any other announcements, Representative Benavides?
This is an announcement. I also wanted to address the tribute of John McBride. I've known John for many years. Growing up in Northeast Denver, he was a fixture. He not only worked on political areas. I worked with him when they were closing Manual, and all of those things. He cared so much about his community. One of his best friends, Jerry Garcia, we went to grade school together, and when I went to his funeral a few months ago at Loyola and heard from the family and his background and his deep roots in the community, his military background, the beliefs he had in his church and how he raised his family. It was really a strong statement about the man that John was. So I joined this tribute to John McBride along with Representative Herod. So thank you all for coming in.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Melton.
Thank you, Madam
And Weissman,
Speaker.
no? Separate. Okay, Representative Melton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I would be remiss if I didn't stand up here and honor John as well. I grew up in House District 8, and I got my political beginnings in House District 8. And from the beginning, I could see that John was a special man who really cared about his community, cared deeply about his community. So often we get busy in the everyday dealings of life, but for John, community was his life. And to see all the sacrifices that he made in District 8 really meant a lot to me as a young man growing up and seeing what it meant to care about community. He was truly an example in that. Since I've moved out of District 8, or as Rep. Herod says, exiled out of District 8, I hadn't seen John in a while, but I did see him at Loyola a couple of years ago. And I still saw that light in his eye and that care in his heart for his community. And so I want to also rise in support of this tribute as well.
Thank you, Representative Melton. Okay. Representative Michelson, Janae, Jackson, Weissman, Buckner, and Melton. Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, it is such a great day. Yes, there's lots of great things going on, but it is also Aurora Day at the Capitol. And in honor of Aurora Day at the Capitol, we would first like to introduce some of our guests of honor as well. If you could also please stand. Aurora City Council Member Krista Murillo. Aurora City Council Member Nicole Johnston. Aurora City Council Member Allison Hiltz. And yes, our own Congressional District 6 Congressman Jason Crow. I can't see you, but I know you're over there. So we have a few fun facts that we want to share with you about the incredible city of Aurora, Colorado's third largest city, the most diverse city in Colorado, with over 160 different languages spoken. Yeah, we're pretty cool.
It is the home to Pickens Technical College, ranked #1 community college in Aurora by bestcolleges.com. And Aurora is America's best large city for women in the workplace for its low cost of living, income equality, and abundance of high-tech jobs as ranked by nerdwallet.com.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, and you may not know it, but the city of Aurora also manages more than 100 parks and 6,000 acres of open space and natural areas. I can vouch for the fact that you can get on your bike on a trail in Aurora and ride all the way to Confluence and farther.
Representative Buckner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Aurora has an incredibly diverse selection of diverse foods, including, but certainly not limited to, Vietnamese, Chinese, Italian, Mexican, Korean, Australian, Ethiopian, West African, and Thai. And I moved to Aurora in 1975 and never left.
Representative Milton.
And thank you, Madam Speaker. And as you heard, Aurora is really a city on the rise. And we are so proud to represent the many constituents, many different diverse constituents in the city of Aurora.
Thank you, representatives. Any other announcements and introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is third reading of bills, final passage. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1160.
House Bill 1160 by Representatives Landgraf and Singer, all Senator Gardner, concerning a mental health facility pilot program in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1160 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of House Bill 1160 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Representatives Baisley, Benavides, Carver, Coleman, Humphrey, Jaquez Lewis, Tipper. Representative Jaquez Lewis. Please vote Representative Coleman. I'm going to just go ahead and close the machine. Please close the machine. Representative Jaquez Lewis, that's a $3 fine. With 65 aye votes and no votes, House Bill 1160 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1194.
House Bill 1194, Representatives Lontine and Larson, all Senators Priola and Fields, concerning the discipline of preschool through second grade students enrolled in publicly funded education programs.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1194 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of House Bill 1194 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Please close the machine. With 43 aye votes, 22 no votes, House Bill 1194 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1179.
House Bill 1179, Representatives Gray, Senator Lee, concerning the financial risk profiles of legal investments of public funds.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1179 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1179 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Representative Herod. Please close the machine. With 64 aye votes and 1 no vote, House Bill 1179 is passed. Co-sponsors. Okay, I just sent her, yeah, I definitely have an email from Jen. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1213.
House Bill 1213, by Representative Tohono Senator Briola, concerning the compensation payable to a member of the Board of Directors of an Urbage Drainage and Flood Control District.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1213 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1213 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Representative Catlin, please close the machine. With 46 aye votes, 19 no votes, House Bill 1213 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1030.
House Bill 1030, by Representatives Soper and Roberts, all Senators Rankin and Zenzinger, concerning creating the crime of unlawful electronic sexual communication.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1030 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of House Bill 1030 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Please close the machine. With 58 aye votes, 7 no votes, House Bill 1030 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1220.
House Bill 1220, by Representative Sullivan, also Senator Fields, concerning allowing a court facility dog to accompany a witness during testimony.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1220 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of House Bill 1220 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Representative Humphrey, please close the machine. With 63 aye votes, 2 no votes, House Bill 1220 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to lay over Senate Bill 14 till Friday, March 22nd.
Seeing no objection, Senate Bill 14 will be laid over as requested by the Majority Leader. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 109.
Senate Bill 109, by Senator Fenberg, also Representative Garnett, concerning adjustments to limitations on damages to reflect the effects of inflation.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 109 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of Senate Bill 109 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Representative Hooton and Landgraf. Please close the machine. With 40 aye votes and 25 no votes, Senate Bill 109 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1224.
House Bill 1224 by Representative Harrod, also Senator Winter, concerning providing free menstrual hygiene products to people in custody.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1224 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of House Bill 1224 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Please close the machine. With 65 aye votes and no no votes, House Bill 1224 is passed. Co-sponsors. Yeah. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 106.
Senate Bill 106 by Senators Cook and Zindinger, House Representatives Tipper and Larson, concerning an additional process by which the Board of County Commissioners may initiate withdrawal of current employees who are peace officers from defined contribution plan retirement plan offered by one or more local governments.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 106 on third reading and final passage.
The question before the House is the passage of Senate Bill 106 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Representative Baisley, please close the machine. With 53 aye votes and 12 no votes, Senate Bill 106 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. The next order of business is announcements and introductions. Representative Singer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Public Healthcare and Human Services Committee, thank you for your due diligence on Friday. As an FYI, we have almost entirely cleared the calendar of all of the bills that have been assigned to our committee, so thank you guys for your diligent work. That being said, we do have two bills that are up today upon adjournment. We have Senate Bill 31 with Representatives Lontine and Liston dealing with the Child Welfare Allocations Committee composition, and then Senate Bill 65 with Representative Exum, our peer assistance emergency medical service provider. On both of those bills did move through pretty quickly in the Senate. In committee, so just be aware if you're second up, Representative Exum, that you may want to be in the room because we may go through the first bill fairly quickly. Next up, on Friday, just to be aware, we have Senate Bill 63 with Representatives Alex Valdez and Representative Buentello, which is dealing with our infant and family child care action plan, and then Senate Bill 1, Representative Buentello special, expanding medication-assisted treatment pilot program. That's coming up on Friday upon adjournment. So we look forward to seeing you today at, I would say about 15 minutes after we get off the floor today, so probably about 10:15 or so. And then we will see you again on Friday. Thank you guys for your work.
Representative Kraft Tharp.
Thank you. Business Affairs and Labor Committee, we got a big day today. You might want to talk to your aide about arranging for dinner for you. We have House Bill 1238, clarification on manufactured housing standards. Thank you.
Representative Lontine.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Health and Insurance Committee, we have three bills up this afternoon. House Bill 1216, House Bill 1211, and House Bill 1176. I look forward to seeing you all at 1:30 sharp. Representative Soper.
Are there other introductions or announcements? Representative D. Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Also, members, today's the first day of spring. Winter's officially over, but at the same time, you never know. This is Colorado. Have a good day.
Representative Gray.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Transportation and Local Government Committee. We will be meeting this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. to hear Senate Bill 77, House Bill 1157, House Bill 1212, and Senate Bill 76. We are not going to hear, it's printed on your calendar, House Bill 1124. That will be laid over and heard 1 week from today. So 1124 off the calendar. The rest of those bills on the calendar we will hear this afternoon at 1:30.
Thank you. Are there any additional introductions or announcements? Representative Liston, were you going down? No. Okay, thank you. Representative Catlin, and could we please pay attention to the speaker, Representative Catlin?
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's an honor to serve with you. It's still an honor to serve with you.
Representative Catlin, it's an honor, as always, to serve with you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thought I'd come down and take a double dip on Ag Day. Some of you in the urban community might feel a little left out, but we want you to know from the bottom of our hearts that we appreciate you buying those ag products that we produce here in Colorado. We couldn't do it without you. But really and truly, I want you to know that agriculture appreciates the fact that you folks do buy our products. All joking aside, thank you very much. Please enjoy Ag Day. It sounds to me like they've got a great day planned, so we'll see you downstairs. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Catlin. Any other announcements? No more announcements or introductions? Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, thanks for all your hard work. I move that the House stay in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will be, or actually, we will read some committee reports. Reports of committees of reference.
Committee on Business Affairs and Labor. After consideration of the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 88 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be put to the committee of the whole with favorable recommendation. Committee on Education. After consideration of the merits, the committee recommends the following: House Bill 1196 be referred to the committee of the whole with favorable recommendation. House Bill 1122 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. Committee on State Veterans and Military Affairs. After consideration of the merits, the committee recommends the following: House Bill 1223 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. Committee on Transportation and Local Government. After consideration of the merits, the committee following: House Bill 1087 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be put to the committee of the whole with favorable recommendation. House Bill 1221 be put to the committee of the whole with favorable recommendation.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the following bills be calendared for the general order second reading of bills calendar for Thursday, March 21st. House Bill 1087, House Bill 1196, House Bill 1221, and Senate Bill 88.
Seeing no objection, the House will calendar the bills as requested by the Majority Leader. Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Now I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will be in recess till later today.